Hello chat, welcome back to another Team Baseball stream. The start to a weekend. How is it going so far, chat? Hopefully you're having a nice time with your loved ones. Yes, some of you have noticed that I've added a few fun commands to the bot. There is exclamation mark hi, there's exclamation mark bonk, and there's also exclamation mark huck. Experimenting, adding a few more, and I'll see if I can randomize the message that the bot is responding to those commands as well. So for example, if you just exclamation mark hi right now, it only has one single message that the bot's gonna send. I'm gonna see in the future I could potentially put a few messages in there so it's rotating between each of them, all of them. Just a fun little thing that you can do in chat when you are particularly wanting to do something with someone. You didn't even do anything. Hello Ari, hello Pika, hello Dinav on Twitch, hello Jackson, welcome back to stream. Just bonking each other now. I believe the bonk and the huck commands are having a 10-second cooldown each, and the hi commands having a 60-second cooldown. But in general, don't spam it too much. Spamming it will be just as spammy as spamming any other thing. Here you go. Here's another example. Alright, Dad, let's start the stream. 14444. Oh my. Oh. Ooh. The thing that you can put after the bonk and the huck are currently, you can just put anything in there and the bot will just take exactly what you put in after the command in the message. Your government name? Bonking the government name? That must have hurt. So the main topic of the day, which we will get to, is I want to reconstruct the Lunar 1 Archon quest from RERIR's perspective. It's obviously gonna be spoilery. But I have just been thinking about that. How retrospectively the entirety of the quest, Traveler has been interacting with RERIR a lot, and we only knew about it after the fact. So I want to stretch out the timeline first from our timeline, so when the Traveler is resting and when the Traveler is going somewhere to meet someone, and I'll try to match that with RERIR's timeline of what he might be doing during that time, that mastermind of a man. That is the question we shall answer today. Archon Quest Lunar 1 from RERIR's perspective. How impressive that is that RERIR's love, he acted out of love, case closed and shut. Alright? Anytime that we don't know what RERIR is doing, we're just gonna assume that he is sitting by himself and mourning his love. But I bet he's gonna be on the move a lot, gathering intel as well. Hello Deb! Welcome back to stream. Hold on, let me adjust the temperature of my AC real quick. It is generally the time of the year that turning the AC on cold is just too cold, and turning the AC on hot is too hot. The weather is kind of middle of nowhere. Boom, that's fine. Let's go ahead and just condense a few resin. I'll save the resin for tomorrow to farm when it's Sunday and every domains are open. Boom. Yep. Good stuff. Pick out the get with violence. Violence is the answer. Pika woke up today and chose violence. Pika certainly may not be born this way, but Pika's living the life of violence now. Violence is not the answer? Oh, if you... Oh shit. You got my weak spot right there. I guess I have to agree now.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers.
That good artifact day or bad artifact day? Yo, no. Here you go, there's a poll. Good artifact day for Nefer. I am the 10th Harbinger.
Add Astra. Add Astra.
I'm getting bad artifact, that's funny. Hold on, let me check on Twitch real quick. Oh, okay, it seems fine. Yeah, it seems fine. Llama's currently holding this. Aino's currently holding. Oh. Shinobu. Okay, I guess this is not really a functional team. Let's go with this. And give her recommended stats. I'm gonna get ER sent. Good enough. $2.99k subs. Wowie! We're coming up to 3,000 subs set. Let's go.
Receive my blessing.
Healing bonus. Great red with EM. That is somewhat usable. Sure, I'll roll it. Oh, double grid with EM. Okay. Okay, now we're cooking. Now, for it to be a good artifact, we have to roll it to be well. So, let's still hold it off. Hold off on that, okay? Or the verdict for good artifact or not.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. No, my son, stand with me. With one heart, stay your hand.
Good base flower to roll, yeah. How many subs are we away from 3,000? I can check. What's the exact current number right now? Eight more subscriber to 3,000. We're currently at 2,992. Oh, hold on. Maybe. I mean, this is not gonna be an artifact for Nefer, but has some potential for maybe. Would any main DPS want an ER Sun? I guess Flames did want an ER Sun, so I'll just keep it in case. 8 more people you need to kidnap. It's Zo! Zo on you, chat. You have to kidnap 8 more. Put in the basement. Turn off the computer. Make them log into their YouTube account. And subscribe to Team Westward. You can make the difference. Become a kidnapper today. Nope. Wait, hold on. Nope. Nope. Okay, maybe. Grid rate recharge and HP, it's functional for an HP scaling support or healer or something. With grid rate for 5, I'll keep that. Ryan Mazzoli, welcome into the channel. Zap you, white hunt. I mean, RERIR subordinate. Alright, last one right here. Holy shit, okay. Okay, they're rolling in. Let's hope they roll good. It's a 3-liner, so there's still a chance that it could go wrong. No. Maybe. Let's roll them up. The poll is gonna be closed. Yo and no are now 50-50. Hello, Primo Jam. Good artifact day for Never. Yo or no? You believe? I believe. Where are those? Okay, this is the upgrade with EM1. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Fuck. Oh. No. No. I got cocked. No. I mean, I got the most average artifact possible. I guess Thanos snap. Man, okay. This is gonna be a good one, chat. Does an enlightenment flows toward this one? It's a 3-liner. I don't know if I want to waste a dust on that one. Alright. Let's see this one. Yo! Yo! Fuck. Well, at best it's gonna be equal to the other one. Yo! Come on. One more crit. My life is yours. Fuck! Alright then. Alright then. I mean, I don't have much hope for this one in particular, but sure, why not? Yeah, no. No. Oh, I guess so. It's fine, I'll stop. Man! What's the Boeing 747 doing here? Crushing my artifact inventory! Well, that's what it does! Okay, let's see if I can cope a set for Nefer. Who's gonna be my Nefer artifact holder? Mizuki? Hi, Mizuki. I guess it's gonna be this, sure. 1, 2, 3. No, not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stats. It is still, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can lock this, sure, why not? It's still somewhat okay. Yeah, I should lock it. Alright, this one. Oh, it pains me so much to equip this. This too. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's the exact same. Alright, so what's the verdict, chat? Between this and this, would you consider this is a good Nefer artifact day? Or not a good Nefer artifact day? I can console Thief and Trauma. Thank you, double plays. What's your verdict, chat? Between this and this? I mean, I'm gonna equip them both. Sure, but... because that's... you know what? That's better than what I had before. So I guess we could consider that's a good artifact day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. This is the best flower that I have. Sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, it's a good artifact day. Gotta be grateful, chat. Gotta be grateful. This is the crafted goblet, by the way, chat. It's the minimum. Get me out. You know what? I can roll it. Sure, why not? Similar to your Ineffers flower. Oh, great damage, this one. Oh, yeah, about that. Oh, great damage. Oh, okay. Oh, great damage, this one. Alright, I had a dream. I had one. It's better than this, actually. It's better than this. Sure. Oh, great damage, this one. Oh, great damage, this one. Move on. Thank you for representing my emotion. I have a Cope Nefers build and I'm ready for her. I have a Cope Nefers build coming right up. Oh no. This is overcapping on Great Red. Alright then. I do not have a Cope Nefer build. I do not. I repeat, I do not. Oh, hello. Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. No. 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 It's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay. What is this build gonna look like when we put it on Nefer? She has 38 extra crit damage. So she is going to be at Nefer needs EM, yes. She scales only from EM. Nefer is having 38 more crit damage from Ascension, right? Yep. 38.4 to be exact. So I'm currently have this much crit damage on her. And for the technically on the crit rate, I currently have plus 30, 81.7 times 2. Close enough to 1 to 2. It can be improved a lot. Alright. Good enough. Can be improved a lot. Hey Ari! What's up? Would I rather use Range Slasher or Favonius Greatsword on Ino? Definitely Favonius Greatsword because Ino doesn't do any damage. Ino does 0 damage. And this weapon is damage oriented. It gives elemental mastery, it gives bonus damage. She's a support character, so we should gear her to be a support character, giving an extra energy to teammates. You could use this and it's gonna still be a selfish weapon, giving her energy. But if you do not have a Favonius, you can just give her the event weapon, the most recent event weapon. Not most recent, from the summer event. Did I see the Flames bug you sent yesterday? What's the Flames bug? Why did you send it? Oh, Flames bug? Sure.
Was just discovered with flames. And let me tell you, so a new bug was just discovered with flames. And let me tell you, it is game breaking. Now, what is this bug, you might ask? Maybe it allows him to one-shot every enemy in the game? Or maybe it lets him fly.
This is gonna be a meme, isn't it?
Just across the map casually. Well, I'm here to tell you that no, it is, if you jump while standing still, he has slinky hands. You can see, I will slow-mo it.
Okay.
Give me primos, give me primos, give me primos. So a new bug was...
Okay. Primos, apologize. Don't mind me. I'm just coping.
I can help you out.
I am coping. Don't mind me. Yeah. I am still not getting over it, chat. So I am coping. And give me a moment. Great substat with 4 extra EM substat. Top 20% never coming up. Top 20% never coming through. Leave me alone, chat. Let me go in peace.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of good work. Stand with me. Lightning terrified. For the everlasting forest. Lush as the moon.
Alright, what are we doing? We meet Flames. Hi Flames, where are you? Why are you stalking a house?
Is no one here?
Boo! Looking for something?
Well, hello. This is certainly a most joyful encounter.
Indeed.
Seeing you lifts my spirits after a somewhat disheartening trip.
How so?
I wouldn't say anything's the matter, merely that I am dealing with some unexpected circumstances.
Do share.
I recently learned of a collector in Nasha Town who, due to financial concerns, has been obliged to offer a pair of ancient coins for sale. I'm told she's a little eccentric and doesn't reply to letters,
Real
so
shit.
I came out here myself to see if I could arrange a deal. I needed to come to town anyway to pick up some supplies, so I thought I'd pay her a visit on the...
Oh yeah, this guy collects some random stuff.
She doesn't appear to be home. More's the pity. It's just a little hobby of mine. Everyone has something that tickles their fancy, am I right? Time is the best filter. Anything that can make it through the sieve of time is almost guaranteed to be of good quality. The style, pattern, and condition of a coin convey a lot of information. They can tell you, for instance, how many moons it has seen before finding its way into my hands. Think about it. A coin may have passed through 10,000 people's hands, brought them happiness or sorrow, and witnessed a multitude of moments in their lives. The weight of time it contains is far heavier than its appearance would suggest. It is a witness to
Cool
the past,
perspective.
and something that has value in the present day, which makes it more than worth collecting. These coins have been stuck in my... What do they look like? What stories can they tell?
Man's obsessed.
If I can't meet this collector, I fear all desire to return home shall desert me. Look at me, rambling on about coins without a thought for the friend standing by my side. Let me think of a more interesting topic to make up for boring you just now. Ah, yes. Recently, I purchased a beautiful azure gemstone from a Fontanian merchant. It had long slumbered at the bottom of the ocean until being recovered just some days ago.
Abusing
I'm
mod.
told it was once embedded in the sword of a
God.
champion duelist at the court of Fontaine, while another story claims it was.
Can we find the 2 new local legends in my world? Sure. I mean, I have not done the quest
Exactly
yet.
what I thought. Whenever a merchant's sign that they don't have faith in their wares. Fortunately, I'm very good at appraising a gemstone's true worth, even if its owner hasn't the faintest idea what they're holding. Please, allow me to invite you to my residence once more. I have a feeling you'll appreciate the gem itself, and you may well find my valuation of it quite interesting too.
Can't wait. I've not done the quest. I don't know if I can kill the local legend or not. With great power comes great irresponsibility. So if it works out that we can go to a local legend, let me know. But if it doesn't, we'll just do it another time. Nope, okay. I can join your world to do a local legend. Your Flint is playing hide and seek with you. Your pity is 81, still not have him. He is certainly knowing how to blend in with the shadow. I hope he comes soon. I hope he comes soon, Potter. The easiest is Sigurd and the Gram. I will see. You have guarantee he has no choice. He is going to come whether he likes it or not. Arta probably. Can I rate Furina on the free-to-play account? Absolutely. UID again, please. Which one are we fighting? Over here? I don't know actually. Double plays, you don't have to hope. And actually, if Parta is getting... With this sword comes shadow, whatever her voice line is, that would mean a double 5-star. Okay, that's the dude. I think we should be using 2 nod-krai characters. This one, I mean, the only nod-krai character I have is Lauma, so if you want to play Flames in Alpha, that's fine. You know what? Use Novelad. Use Novelad. We can do that. We can play Novelad Hyper Bloom of this one. Oh, you already did. Alright, that's fine. Let me swap things around. Mana. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
If ever you find that the animals in nod-krai behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain. Taurus, protect us with one card. But the mountains made us all night. It burns the darkness. Strike a pose. Burn to the song. In relationship with the voice.
Whee! Blood fought valiantly, but is it enough?
For the everlasting curse.
Does he get bigger as he becomes a white hunt? I think he got bigger, right? Yeah, he got bigger.
Letting great rings run echo in song.
Everlasting starlight dispels the dark.
Whee! That guy's probably having a tragic story. Alright, on to the next one. I'm following you. This is probably the crab. This crab definitely wants bloom. This means Lauma will be the bloom trigger. That's fine. That's actually fine. That's a weird arena.
For the everlasting curse.
It's doing the thing. It's exactly like in Stygian Onslaught. Alright. Oh, it gives open world materials? Interesting. Cool enough. Thanks for indulging me. That was entertaining. Another time then. Okay, Dad. I feel freshly refreshed from whatever artifact farming I just had before. And now we can proceed on to the story part. Okay. Put this up. Oh, wait. Just before that. Uh-huh. We gotta reach 2048. Did Nav give me the UID of your free play account? I have not forgotten about that. $20.48 PTSD with that? Also, is this not a good time for you? Hello, Galaxy. Welcome back to the stream. Alright, let's see. You got 2048? Nice. Holy crap, that's a really good build. I have nothing to complain about the energy recharge. This, with Favonia's sword, is likely enough for many teams. Most teams, actually. And 25 grid substats. Holy crap, what a build. 8 ER substats. This is a great build. Crit rate to crit damage is as close to 1 to 2 as possible too. Great build. Which character use this weapon on full passive? Okay. Got it. Which weapon? Skirk. Only if you play her using burst only. If you use Skirk's normal attack, it's not a good weapon. You would rather use the Fontaine Craftable or Calamity with a Shoe if you have a shielder. Hello there! Your Flame's burst is level 9, his weapon's level 80. You're close to greatness! Ari is indeed close to greatness, chat. The long and arduous road of farming is almost over. It's almost time to enjoy the fruit of your progress. Other character? Not really anyone. That's worth using on. A character that has high burst cost usually. Okay, here. Let me show you a list of Genshin characters. Sword characters that deals a majority of damage, their damage as burst damage. Not him, not him. Her. But she has an 80 cost burst. And she is not using the weapon that well. She also needs energy recharge. Not him, not her, not her. No, no, no. No, she does normal and charge attack. No, no, yes. No, 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 no. Yeah, Kaya, sure, Kaya. You can use it on Kaya. Kaya can get his energy back fast enough. Xingqiu would much rather using a energy recharge weapon. So, Kaya, Skirk, potentially Ayaka. Those are the only characters in the game that can use that weapon. Nope, no need for sucrose anymore. And there's no enough effort for. Nice. I mean, I know what it is. I don't think you have changed your artifacts. Low. Nice one, Ari. Nice progress. Oh my god. That was an oopsie. Okay, a little spicy over here. There we go, we good. I gotta think about this a little bit now. Hello there. Got 1,000. Now to work on Yelan for Echo. You're stretching your resource a little bit thin here, Ari. How much better on R5? Double all the numbers. Here. Yeah, you double all the numbers. 20 to 40, 16 to 32. So in total, for Skirk, this weapon would give 106% elemental burst damage. For a character that has high burst cost, it's going to be 40%. What resource? Yeah, I mean, you're the one to say you want to do Yelan. I'm just pressing randomly because I am impatient. It's gonna bite me in the ass at some point, right? Oh boy, hold on. I got so lucky many times there. Oh no, the tool is getting buried. We got this. Ari has evolved into caveman times, hunting for resource. You say that like we aren't all doing that in our day-to-day Genshin life. Okay, I'm gonna need to get that 32 here. Very cool, very cool. Put that down there. I can get out of jail with the 8 here. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Nice. With that, this. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to get an 8 over there. Come on, give me something. Give me something. There we go. Ban. So close, yeah. Yeah, almost there. I'm gonna go for an 8 here, a 32 here, and the next time I get a 64, that's gonna be a win. A little bit spooky here. I may have to go left. Yeah, I don't want to go left, but I think I have to go left. I don't want to do that. Okay then. That's unfortunate. That's okay. Alright, give me a 64. Game. Running out of real estate here. I gotta do that. Otherwise, I'm out of space. Yeah, I gotta do that. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. Come on. Come on, so close. Oof, oof, sketchy, sketchy. Gotta do that. There we go. Alright, I'm good. Endgame. I'm fine with that. It's gonna take a shit ton more time to get to the next 4,000. So we're gonna just take the W and stop there. Na, 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 na. Da, 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 da. You all got the event link, right? You don't need me to copy paste, right? Trendy Primo. Trendy Primo, Trendy Primo. That's so trash. Trendy Primo, Trendy Primo. Alright, we're good. Enough gacha for the day. Let's put on Genshin Conquest Wiki. Amazon rewards such a scam, I mean. They are not even putting the percentage on there. It's probably something like 1 in a million. So they are technically not doing anything wrong. It's one of the reward. It's just very hard to get. Paralogism, interludes. Okay, we need to do Act 1 and we need to do Act 2. Hopefully they have updated some dialogues here. We're gonna look for all the points regarding timeline of this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and when I'm back, we are going to construct a timeline for travelers. Then we're gonna construct a timeline for RERIR later on.
Everyone says there's tons of work. Why is none of it coming to me? This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers. Lots of life. They called everything. Make a little extra this time. This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers. Lots of life. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay, I'm back.
Have you decided?
Hopefully the wiki has all the date
Why not find a
updated.
patch of soft grass and rest a while?
We're gonna need a document. I think preferably a sheet. RERIR timeline. So we'll traveler first. Arrive at nod-krai. After spending some more time in Netherlands, Ineva waits for the traveler in Paimon outside the stadium. The second flame, Ineva tells them that the condition is as they leave. Molyneux arrived and told by Paimon about the departure and wanted to send them off to a farewell party. They explain that everyone was waiting for them. Someone observed from behind a wall. In nod-krai, a person reports to Sandroni, who tells her that they are leaving Netherlands. Sandroni states that it is about time to meet the variable traveler in person. Sometime later, we don't know how much time has passed. Gonna assume that it's an afternoon. On a boat steaming its way to nod-krai, traveler Ineva and Paimon talk about how the new journey notice something when they step into the land itself and realize the power present. Kuvake. They believe it was near a beach. Walking further into town, suggest they go to Adventurer Guild, Kuhenki. Okay. Boomblast flagship comes to Genshin. Paimon is impressed by Inox's capacity. Paimon suggests talking to the bartender. As the traveler and Paimon drop the luggage in the guest room, Ineva parts away for a time being to pick up some components that Ino has requested to leave after a quick inspection. Okay, so it's still within the first day. There is no time jump yet. I was under a slightly wrong impression that I thought the traveler and Paimon immediately slept for a day when they first arrived. Okay, still arrive at NK. And at the same timeline, they go to tavern, flame room. Still with the same stuff. Moon Marrow heist. Yeah. So what I wanting to know is that is there any waiting time from the moment traveler is setting foot to nod-krai to the moment the traveler is meeting the fake sibling for the first time? Because if there is a lot of time in between, that means RERIR can learn about the traveler gradually. But if it's immediately, that means RERIR needs to have some other source of information. Traveler arrives, aha, ambush at the Moon Marrow thing. Ari's doing laundry. Oh, thank you, Ari, for the hug. The two leave after quick inspection of the room. Yep. Flames, mid flames. Mid flames. Then mid llama right outside. Check the rest of Nasha Town. Okay, that's probably gonna be an entire day.
So while you got me alone, let me give you a private
Go to Kling Klang Krumka, still on the same day.
we gotta go, babe. Take off them clothes, fresh out the shower, watching you get dressed to the read.
Take care of Aino, head to Hisi Island. To greeted by unique Kuhenki. Okay, see Kuhenki.
Baby, let's get late to the party.
Luonota, let's say that. We know.
Need a little more time with your body.
Meet Lauma people.
Baby, let's get late to dance.
Now this is important. During the conversation talking with Lauma about
Action. I know you like it passionate. You know it's something about that blood.
Moon Marrow,
Watching you get ready. Oh,
RERIR knows about this conversation.
be on. No stopping to the last say. Baby, let's get late to the
RERIR knows about this conversation. We're still going on. We're not done yet.
need a little more time with
The day continues with, I believe this is when Traveler and Paimon goes back. Paimon sleeps. Traveler meets Colombina. And then finally meet fake Abyss sibling, RERIR. Let's try to color code this. Anything that's RERIR related, and we know that the in-game information has RERIR, we're gonna color code it with this. About sibling Z princess, they don't need to learn about the sibling, do they? Huh? No? What do you mean? No, they don't need to learn about the Abyss sibling, but they need to learn about Traveler's arrival. RERIR needs to know about Traveler's arrival at nod-krai. How does RERIR know? During this day, I do not think that Colombina agent is telling RERIR, because the Fachui and RERIR are at odds. Colombina and RERIR are at odds. These are the first two moments we know that RERIR is involved somehow. This definitely. And when we talk to Lauma, actually I should do this, talk to Lauma about the Moon Marrow, RERIR is listening in. So that he can reference about trusting Lauma but not trusting the Abyss sibling, just to manipulate the Traveler at this point. I believe after that we sleep and one day is over. Day 1. Day 2. Wake up. Wake up. Hear rumor, meet Nefer and Yahoda. Could be the fragment in Flint's lantern. Could be. That's a stretch though. Likewise, notice them as how they got in, only for Luna to appear next to her. Hold on. Oh, okay, this part I know. Jehoda. Promise to prepare the plan. Fall. Oh, okay. Meet Lauma, learn about Antler. Help Kira Kid, learn about Lauma cutting her hand. Talk to, I don't even remember her name, the one that betrayed Wilhelmina. Betrayer. Meet Damselet, Columbina, and then everyone return to sleep. Next day at nighttime. Doesn't RERIR know a sibling from Kandrian days? She, let's say, Lumine was their hope against. Yeah, I believe so.
Still, Yehoda sure is taking her sweet time.
I believe we may have misjudged and underestimated Miss Yehoda.
Huh? What do you mean?
this entire. When the traveler arrives at nod-krai, RERIR needs some kind of information source to know within about half a day that the traveler is here, and RERIR needs to formulate a plan. He follows the traveler around secretly and witness a conversation between the traveler and Lauma about the moon marrow. Later that night, I'm not sure how RERIR was able to find the traveler wandering alone at night at Hisi Island. Maybe RERIR has been following the traveler this entire time? So, if that is the case, would RERIR know that the traveler has just been coming back from where Colombina is? Let me use a different color for this. Maybe RERIR is following traveler at this point. Maybe also still here. Use a bolder color for this. This is confirmed, and the lighter color is speculation. Wake up, meet Nefer and Yehuda, meet Lauma, help Kira the kid, talk to Wilhelmina, meet Colombina. None of this seems to have anything to do with RERIR. Ari is hugging treasure hoarder.
Thank you.
Character arc. What would RERIR be doing on the second day? I don't think anything at all. I don't think we know anything about what RERIR is doing on the second day. There is not enough information for that. There we go. Mike's back. Give it a loving tap. Hello. Owie. Owie. Okay, so the question I was posing was, did RERIR know that Wilhelmina was the one that took the moon marrow? And then RERIR follow Wilhelmina and know that Wilhelmina gave it to the Fatui. Then RERIR knows that Sandroni has the moon marrow in order to ambush him. Or has RERIR been just following the traveler in their investigation quest and later on follow the traveler to meet Sandroni? Here's the thing that I don't think RERIR would have much trouble hurting Wilhelmina to get the moon marrow back. So I do not think that RERIR was able to follow Wilhelmina. How's the investigation going? The investigation is going strong. I'm making new deduction. Flames show up and kill the Wild Hunt. in vicinity. I believe that RERIR was not able to follow Wilhelmina as she stole the moon marrow back to Fachui, because RERIR would make very quick work of that girl. So my speculation is that RERIR was following the traveler during the investigation to see where moon marrow is. That means the meeting with Llama is suddenly... I actually don't know. Maybe there's still a follow. It still follows. This is speculation. We're gonna put it here. That RERIR is here. Don't know if RERIR is also knowing of the meeting of Colomida or not. Infiltration, probably also having RERIR following. This man's just like a shadow. Can we add character lines to the bot? Can attack treasure hoard? That'd be funny. I'll have to add that manually. Okay, so this is Act 1. Let's just leave it at that for now and continue with Act 2. Maybe there's a command voice line and the bot gives you a random in-combat voice line. Your account is capable? That is a little bit doubtful. Your account has the characters but don't have the build. But with power of friendship, nothing is impossible. 2 days later. So that means it's day 4 and nothing going on. Day 5. Day 4, nothing going on. Day 5, nothing going on. Day 6. At 8 AM. Capable! Capable! Indeed, indeed. More mistake, more mistake. Go to Nature Town, talk to Aino in Nefa. Oh! I remember this. This is when we missed Sosi. The fake Sosi. And this is definitely a RERIR. This is confirmed, so here's the border color. Talk to Sergeant Major Sosi. All good. Yay. Sosi returns 7 minutes later on the dot. You finish installing the spare part before returning to the control room. And I will inform the Radniki station around Waihan anomalies to make they fall back to timely function. Yep, return stuff or repair cannon. Throw the fight. It's not really throwing the fight when you say you're throwing the fight, no? There's no part about feeling good about that. Timmy ever told you that Nessie has been farming on your account? What do you say now? Oh shit! Okay, okay. If Nessie has been farming, there might be a chance. Oh, I can go back and change the choices? Huh. Okay. That's weird. I don't know if it has any consequence on showing us the different choices or not. But this one is in particular is just 2 lines of the same sentence. Go to tavern with... Oh, wait. About to take meds to Lauma, but Jehoda had wrong meds. Go to tavern to investigate with Nefer. Oh, it's scrolling. In which case, 2 questions arise: was this mastermind, and why would they want the bone marrow? Intel broker, I'm back. Okay, take meds from Jehoda. Take meds from Jehoda. Wedge cannon. Now this, we know what RERIR is doing. When the cannon is fired, we know that RERIR is at the firing site to absorb the power. So from here to here, RERIR has a ton of time to just go to the firing site. Let's head over to the Hisi Island. Okay. So Traveler heads to Hisi Island to give meds to Lauma. Check if she's doing okay first. Traveler is able to see a glimpse of the past of the Abyss sibling. Meet Lauma to give meds. See a glimpse of a spaceship. Meet Columbina. See more glimpses of Abyss sibling. Gotta go now. Love how invested. Oh, sorry. Gotta love how invested Timmy is with the Archon quest. I am invested in the Archon quest. I think it's quite well written. Oh, and yeah, Jackson gotta go. I think I was reading 2 sentences and my brain was just combining that into one. See you, Jackson. You guys think RERIR gains more than 10% power as more characters are getting involved in Act 3? I think so, yes. I think it might. It's just a tactic to increase the stake as more people are joining into the fight. But I am uncertain whether the RERIR threat will end at the boss fight, or it's just a unresolved boss fight and RERIR will continue being back in Act 5 later on. We learn of... No, yeah, okay. We learn of... This is the RERIR. We learn his name. Talk to Lauma again. Then warn her about RERIR. Talk to Aino, Inefa, warn about RERIR, learn that Soulsea is dead. Quote unquote dead, because we know he is dead from way before. Wait, is this the same day? This is actually the same day. Holy shit, this RERIR guy is moving fast. Okay. This is actually the same day. Crime scene. Crime scene with Nefer. Find flints. You gonna go to sleep already, Nev? It's almost 2 a.m. Does you keep falling over and over? Take care of your health, Nev. Thanks for hanging out. Find flames and fight RERIR over his hurt inside Flint's lantern. Go back to investigate. Investigate Soulsea crime scene with Flints. And learn that RERIR faked it. Go back to room to rest, and then the next day, day 7. Town folk, finding flames. Talk with Nefer, Lauma, Inefa, Aino, and Jehoda. Look into library with Flints. Nicole help? Stop RERIR at Star San Shore. What a word. Lauma, Inefa, Aino, Nefer, Jehoda at Chaotic Nasha Town. RERIR 10%. Fight. Talk to Columbina. Okay, we're almost done. Yep, it's basically the same day. Concluding talks. There we go. We got the timeline of both the acts. What's bro doing? I am currently... Oh, I should turn on the UI so people know what I'm doing. I'm currently trying to map out what RERIR is doing during the entire Archon quest. I am trying to retrace back RERIR's steps because I notice RERIR is incredibly involved. Hello, Milo Wade. Find Flames, fight RERIR. Yep, we know that this is involved with RERIR because he is there. Check crime scene with Nefer. I do not think that RERIR is here at this point. I think we kind of know that RERIR is involved in here. And somehow, RERIR also knows that... Wait, somehow RERIR also knows that that Lauma Aino, and especially Aino, is not in town. He somehow knows. Because he did talk to Traveler, say, haha, Aino is not in town, she cannot stop the cannon. Something along those lines. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find that line specifically. Of course, I imagine. There we go. You could just listen to him too.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame then that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you...
Okay. The truth I have revealed to them, but we inhabitants understand why they wish to stop that. I think not such faith in your companions. You never change, always trying to power, so you never comprehend control. But it is on top of things that I find a way to return. You mess with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go. Such faith. She indeed used a shield with who? In the trailer, so Columina... Oh, yeah, she did. Yep. Teammates analyzing the first two ice to break the third. It's not something as profound as that. I just wish to appreciate the mastermind that is RERIR and what he's doing during all the time. Why is RERIR doing this again? Because of love. Stop RERIR. RERIR is here. RERIR is also here. We know that. Talk to Columina. I don't think RERIR is here. Okay. So during this time, what is RERIR doing? After repairing the cannon, and to the moment the cannon is fired, RERIR, we know that RERIR goes to the site of the target of the cannon. Let's use this. RERIR. Hold on. RERIR goes to the cannon's target. Meet Lauma. Meet Columina. Talk to Lauma. All of this. During this time, RERIR is set up the crime scene for Soulsy. at Nasha Town. You're fighting RERIR yourself? You're crushing out watching the trailer, indeed. He's obsessed with the moon and regaining power at all costs. That's coming at the expense of innocent people, hence he's a bad guy. Yes. Usually being a bad person is doing something at the cost of innocent people. I mean, that's a very vague definition. But I believe that's what it is. Okay, so somehow at this moment in time, RERIR knows that I know is not at the town. How does this guy knows? Somehow RERIR knows that I know is not in town. Fragment construct, why that? Yeah. Otherwise, shame that you prove one steps too slow. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportion. True power does not heed the commands of the weak. So that's why you write them up. Even though they say this, Traveler says that's why you write them up. You were baiting them to firing the cannon. And even though RERIR says that
they did this all of their own volition,
I think that it's just a way of saying. But he still indeed write them up. He's putting the blame on the people, but he still indeed write them up. So at some point before the morning of day 7, I believe RERIR has write people up too. RERIR spreads information about shifter and write town people up. Unless he wants to be next test subject. Is NPC. Can RERIR to pretend to be an NPC? He is an NPC. An NPC by definition is not playable character. Am I spelling infiltrate wrong? I think it has a T, right? Instead of a D. Infiltrate. Yeah. Okay. Let me summarize what RERIR timeline is this entire time. As the traveler arrives in nod-krai and spend about half a day in town learning of the different locations in town, RERIR somehow caught wind of the traveler arrival. And by the time that the traveler goes to meet Lauma and talking about the moon marrow, RERIR is listening in. Later that night, as Paimon goes to sleep, the traveler takes on a walk. It is unknown whether RERIR has been following the traveler during the entire walk or not. It is unknown whether RERIR is following traveler to where traveler meets Colombina. But as the traveler leaves the cave where Colombina resides, RERIR is now taking the form of the Abyss sibling to bait the traveler into getting the moon marrow for himself, for RERIR. Unfortunately, Wilhelmina, which is the betraying Frost Moon person, Frost Moon girl, Frost Moon Scion girl, yeah, end up taking the moon marrow for herself so that she can give it to the Fatui. And unfortunate for RERIR, Flynn shows up to kill all the White Hunts in the vicinity, helping the Traveler out, and perhaps also weaken RERIR, so RERIR cannot chase Wilhelmina. Otherwise, I do not believe that Wilhelmina would be of any match to RERIR, and RERIR would just take the moon marrow right there and then. The Columina Cave was a safe zone from RERIR. Could be, but there is no confirmation yet, and that is speculation. I will accept that speculation, but it's not confirmed. Ace Detective Teme solves it again. Now the next day, that is only day 1, day 2. Because we are quite certain that RERIR did not chase Wilhelmina because he did not get the moon marrow himself. As the Traveler wakes up and find out that the moon marrow is now missing, accusation is thrown around. Traveler confessed to Lauma and Nefer that the Abyss sibling has been present when they were going into the moon marrow hidden place. They formulate a plan to go raid the Fatui base. Now, as the Traveler continues to just talk with Lauma and then meet Columina toward the end of the day, I think RERIR is still following the Traveler because RERIR doesn't know the whereabouts of the moon marrow, proven by the fact that he has not claimed it for himself. So RERIR must be following the Traveler footsteps to find the moon marrow as well. Day number 3, as Jehoda comes up with a plan to infiltrate the Fatui base. It is likely that RERIR is also following this entire time, and then by the point the Traveler and Lauma and Jehoda are going to meet Sandroni in Star Sand Shore, RERIR finally showed up to try taking the moon marrow for himself. That is the first confrontation with RERIR that we had. So in Act 1, RERIR showed up 2 times in total. The rest of the time seems to be just shadowing, following the Traveler around, taking a little bit of a passive role. You don't think RERIR could do much on Hisi Island at the time due to being some seals and he is not at full power? I mean, I think Flint confirmed that seeing the White Hunt in Hisi Island is a rare sight. No, it's not. No, it's probably not like that. No, I'm making shit up, probably. I still remember seeing some White Hunt spot in Hisi Island as well, but maybe it's rarer. RERIR was listening in with Llama and Traveler. That means RERIR may be one of the animals. Yeah. Not sure how. When we arrived in nod-krai, Llama said that the animals were happy the Traveler was coming, so maybe he gossiped the animals as a... I mean, I don't know the extent of shape-shifting that RERIR is capable of, but it's possible. It's possible. During the middle of the 2 acts of the Archon quest, there are 2 days of rest. Now, during the 2 days that the Traveler rests, that does not mean that RERIR is resting. He's plotting and scheming. I believe that during this time, during one of those days, RERIR confronted the real Sosi kidnap him, subdue and kidnapped him. So that RERIR can take Soul's place for his plan. At the beginning of day 6, we meet RERIR, which is now taking the form of the fake Soul's, and help him repair the cannon. As we're done with repairing the cannon, RERIR now goes to the cannon's target location. Meanwhile, the traveler with Nefer is going to the tavern to take information about a shifter that faked to be the Abyssal. Jehoda with Traveler later on watched the cannon firing together, and we know at this exact point RERIR is currently at the cannon firing target to absorb the power. Later on that day, we meet Lauma, then meet Columina, then go back to talk to Lauma. There is some information we took from Columina about the Abyss sibling, the spaceship, and also that RERIR is a thing, is a sinner. We know his name, we know his title from Columina. And as we go back to warn Lauma and Aino and Inafa, Aino and Inafa let us know that Soul's has died. Quote unquote died, because I believe that he was dead way before. It's just that the crime scene is now set up for people to know that Soul's is dead. As we go check the crime scene, we conclude that Flames may be the crime instigator or one of the person in danger, so we go find Flames as Nefer is holding the Lightkeeper people back. We find Flames. We fought RERIR. We know at this point RERIR is at this location. No one can sense Abyssal presence. Traveler can. Columina also gave us a moon shield, yeah. So Flames and Traveler goes back to investigate the Soul's crime scene. And we finally find that RERIR has faked Soul's. Has faked being Soul's for a while now. From the beginning of the day, making the Traveler fix a cannon for him and firing the cannon. The Traveler is finally catching up to the knowledge of Soul's from the beginning of the Act 2 is fake. As Traveler and Flames go back to the town to rest, and the next morning, town folks are swarming in, demanding Flames. At this point, I believe RERIR has spread information about some shifter and riled the town people up. We briefly talked with Nefer, Lauma, Inafa, and Aino Yehoda in Nefer's headquarters, Curatorium of Secret. Then the Traveler and Flames go to the library at the Lightkeep near his house, near the lighthouse, as Aino and Inafa and Lauma are going to test the cannon theory, whether the cannon can really douse the Abyssal present, the White Hand or not. And somehow RERIR knows that Aino will not be in town to stop the cannon at this point. Somehow RERIR knows that Aino and other people are going out of town. That part I am questioning. How? How does he know? And finally, with the help of Nicole, supposedly, we don't know, Traveler and Flames found the information about, oh shit, seems that the White Hand can absorb Kuhenki. So the cannon's firing means RERIR is likely over there. They rush over there. As the other cast of characters, Lauma, Nefer, Yehoda, Aino, and Inefa rush back to the town to try to stop the cannon. Cinema happens. We then fight RERIR at 10% power, and then Colomina saves us to teleport us back to her cave. Then we have the concluding talks. Later on, we are also knowing, just more like in a Easter egg fashion, that RERIR is walking inside the cave that Traveler spaceship landed, and Varka follows RERIR. Okay, that is all the timeline regarding RERIR. Where was Aino? Aino during this time was going back to her Clink Clank Crumcrash shop to test the theory of cannon fire against White Hunt. I was sure RERIR spread the info. We don't have confirmation. All we have in-game is this. Okay.
Such faith in...
Alright, I'll just read it. It's fine. We're gonna hear the lovely voice acting at a different time. Such faith in companions, but will the inhabitants of National Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the White Hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. Maybe. So that's why you write them up. You were baiting them into firing the cannon, Traveler says. They did this all of their own volition. It's a little bit conflicting, but I think this is more him trying to say that humans are just bad. These two lines are inflicting. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. I think this is just a way of saying, yeah, they got this coming to themselves, rather than actually denying it. Varka left before Act 1 because of some unknown reason. Right. I'm sure it's gonna be revealed to us next patch. But as of right now, I don't think we have much information about that. Did RERIR maybe manipulated Aino to go out of town pretending to be someone else? No. Aino was with us, and we told Nefer, Lauma, Aino, Inefa that, hey, why is RERIR wanting the cannon to be fixed? Everyone's thinking like, oh, I don't know. Aino says, okay, let's go test it. Here. Let me find that for you.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Since that's the case, I'd like to investigate something on the Lightkeeper's end one more time. Oh, this makes sense now. Okay. There are 3 White Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. Okay. That's how RERIR is baiting people out of town.
Works for me. Inefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
There we go.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Okay.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so...
Okay, so that clears up some of the confusion for me. It's not that RERIR is present when Ino decides to move out, so he knows, but he is creating an urgency to make people go out of town. Can RERIR shift and be multiple people at once? We don't know. We don't know, but it could be, it could may not be. I think that will make him a little bit too OP. But it could be. It is impressive what this guy is plotting from a mere few days, and always about 2 steps ahead of everyone else. Even when we seem to be meeting up, there's a confrontation over here. The Traveler is finding out because they are finally believe that the fake sibling is not real. This meeting with RERIR, we have no idea. When RERIR is absorbing the cannon's power, we have no idea. When we meet Flint and fight RERIR, that's another step that we are barely catching up to him, and he's gone again. Next day, as we finally know that RERIR wants the cannon to be fired, he's already turning the town folks against everyone and getting the cannon to fire again. This man is plotting and scheming. Holy fuck. He will copy Columbina? That's possible. But yeah, I believe that we have come to the conclusion we were hoping to find. His whereabouts during this entire thing, and just appreciate everything that he does to move the plot along. Honestly, the Archon quest could be having RERIR as one of the protagonists, and it would be as interesting and as engaging as the Archon quest Act 1 and Act 2 right now. Obviously, that is gonna be a more evil story, but I think in terms of interesting in how much things he's doing, and the amount of action is involved, amount of plotting is involved, it's one hella story. Now RERIR is 10% complete and he has a body. Can he transform into people now? Actually, we don't know that. We don't know. Maybe he was only able to transform when he does not have a body? We don't know the source of his power. Whew, that was a mouthful. I was yapping a lot. Let me grab a little bit of water and I'll be right back. You fear RERIR before, but now you see him as a target, must be destroyed. Yeah. Usually in a horror story, as long as we don't know who we are fighting, what we are fighting, and we have not seen the ghost yet, then it's still a mystery. And the human mind does wonder in making things more horrific. But as soon as we know what our enemy are, what their capabilities are, it's more like a confrontation rather than having to run away of the unknown. It's usually the crux of horror movies, horror games, and kind of horror stories, to just hide the monster until as long as possible. Alright, give me a moment, I'm gonna grab some water.
Everyone says there's tons of work lately. Why is none of it coming to me?
reminder that it's not until halfway through Act 2. It's not until halfway through Act 2 when we go to rescue Flint that we see RERIR for the first time. We don't know what this force of nature is. We don't know what this thing that can shapeshift is. We don't know whether that's one person or that's the entire abyss or that's some organization. You think Sarisa book can have some answer? You didn't read that yet? I don't think one book has that many information. Full power Columbina versus 10% RERIR? That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm sure they're gonna have some fight scenes toward the end. I'm not sure who that will be fighting though. I think it would be weird if they are offing RERIR from Act 3 or Act 4, maybe Act 4, and change the threat to something like Dottore. Because why that would still be okay for the plot? Okay, there's another person behind the evil wheel, but I don't think Dottore is capable of making a cool fight scene. Like RERIR would. So that's why I'm quite doubtful whether the RERIR threat will end immediately at Act 4, next patch. You think Colombiana will wipe the floor if it's only 10%? Since Sandrone kind of stood its ground. So you are assuming Colombiana is stronger than Sandrone. Which is a possibility, but I don't think it's stated anywhere.
This land holds nothing but promise for adventurers who want to survive.
We've never seen Dottore fight before. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If they're gonna introduce another villain to the story, I think they have to do that immediately from Act 3 rather than adding it after RERIR is already gone. Otherwise, I think it's gonna be a little bit jarring to say, oh, we killed this, okay, next one. They have to weave the thread in from the beginning of Act 3. That would make for a better storytelling experience. I'm not saying that it's out of the question, I'm saying that it's a little bit hard to do so. I have faith in them though. With what they are proving from Act 1 and Act 2, I think they are putting a bit more effort into the nod-krai story. Columbina is third. I don't know, man. I don't think the number matters much. Because Capitano is 1 and he loses to Mahuika. And I think Mahuika would lose to the dragon alone, the Abyss dragon, if she's fighting the dragon by herself. The dragon is Abyss. You don't think Capitano wanted to kill Mahuika? No, I don't think Mahuika wanted to kill Capitano either. There may be some infantry who might be strong as the Harbingers, they're just not Harbingers by title, set by someone in Sumeru. Yeah, I don't think the number represent much. I mean, we can argue all we want, but these are all... My point is, these are all very arbitrary stuff. We can say that it's rarely a 10%, but how much is 10%? How much is 100%? We cannot know. I just want to point out that it's very inconsistent. Remember Alfonso, the bad guy in Vimara village? Who? Who? Alfonso. Genshin. Vimara? Village Genshin? Who? What did he do? I don't know, man. What did he do? He was the one who told us the Fatui have some very powerful being rivaling top Harbingers in power. He was kind of explaining how he couldn't escape them even if he wanted. Okay, I see. So basically saying Fatui also have people that are strong as a Harbinger. Okay. Even when they are not ranked. Gotta stop. Wait. Oh, this is the where the cannon is. This is the cannon. Right. Hold on, let's check. How does the cannon operate again? I think the big thing comes out from inside, right? It just points upward and then the main body of the cannon retract itself into the middle. Can Colombina just teleport Sandrone in lava underground? Sure. Chad, I noticed something as I was redoing the Archon quest. The attention to detail is actually nice. It's a detail that does not really matter much if we miss it, but it's nice that it was referenced. Let's see, how do I best show that? How do I best show that? I'm gonna try to find at the beginning of Act 2. to start. There we go. Okay, music down. Okay, right here. Hold on. There. About this. So this component of the cannon that they are removing to fix right now. That's the fix OC. I actually skip over that shit. Inify is telling us about what that component is doing. The cannon regenerates immense recoil when it is fired. If it is not controlled, the firing platform will be misaligned. This part is designed to anchor the cannon and ensure accuracy when aiming. The part that they've just been removing. So if the cannon not fixed in place, it can be moved, something. This component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par and there are still some design flaws. But I know and enough are working to improve it. Alright, and look at the component one more time. Just look at the component one more time. That is the component, alright? Okay. Now let's take a look at near the end of our conquest Act 2.
Such power.
Go steady. And
Alright, Traveler, who's up?
Track missing. Breakthrough.
Wait.
Engage countermeasure.
Alpha.
Proof of stored.
Alright, give me the cutscene. What's the manual break? I think I saw this from the trailer.
Have been futile. It is too late now.
I think I saw this in the trailer. Dead bury the dead. Let the living mourn the living. As I stood by the door of the golden house, guarding the eternal flame. That's such a cool cutscene. Yo! RERIR's like, what? I thought you're gonna become food! I thought you're gonna disintegrate! My power to absorb! Right there. Right there, chat. The attention to detail. That's such a part that so many people miss, and they don't have to put that in. They can just put the part where Inify is lifting the cannon up, and that's fine. She's removing the component that fixes the cannon's direction in place. What was that? Is she taking out a core or something? So she can lift it up. Jeez, okay. I don't know Inify is this cool. What the hell? That's so cool. It's just the little details that I think it's well thought through. I think the Archon quest is just well thought through in terms of what they're writing down. So I do have some faith that they are gonna cook something good. Columbina is unable to get full power as the frost mode is beyond the firmament. Does it matter? I'm sure Columbina at the end of the quest will be something like, power of friendship. I find this place to be my home now. I don't have to return to the moon where my story began anymore. It's probably gonna be something like that, right? Don't worry, there's gonna be some cool fight scenes. That is a given. It's just whether I think Columbina will do something cool by the end. It may not be some fighting power, but I'm sure Columbina will do something cool. Maybe next patch, that cool part will be reserved for Varka and Alecino and the like, but definitely in Act 5 we can see some power. Surely they're not gonna have Act 5 power stuff be topped by Act 1, right? I can now have the full Wi-Fi signal, something like that, yeah? As a good moon goddess, she's the Archon of the whole Teyvat since the moon watches over Teyvat. Yeah, I don't think it works like that. I don't think it works like that. Would you call the Heavenly Principles to be the Archon of old Teyvat? I don't think so. Alright, time for some rest and let's behavior chat. What are the story quests I have not done? A lot. What are the story quests that are urgent to be done so that I can understand what next patch is about? Well, this is not urgent, but I like to do Chiori story quests. I'm weak to Chiori, chat. And I should also be doing Alecino's story quest so that her return in the next patch, maybe some lores coming up, is making more sense. Emily's story could be cool. Wait. Oh, Glorine's story requires Farina's story? Okay. Interesting. Siegewind's story requires Novelette's story. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Novelette! Ari's back. She hears the keyword. I wonder what Navia's story is like. We got a lot of Navia's story from the Archon quest already. You know what? I'll accept this, cause... Do we have time to do it today? We may not. You smell him. The smell of water. Our Hatem story felt like an anecdote, as in it is short, or as in it is inconsequential, or as in it is what? The dragons also have relations to the moon. I mean, I think the dragons created the moons. I think the dragons created the moon and the moon goddess. When the heavenly principle comes and chased the dragon away, they took control of the moons and the moon goddess. And then when the dragons with the abyss power comes back, Nibelung or something like that, what's his name? Comes back with the abyss power and kills the moon goddess as a revenge. As an I'll hate him dried. His story was what do you mean by that? It's the only moon goddess left. She should have magical power. But what if the moon goddess is still somewhere? What if Nicole is a moon goddess? Have you seen my latest shot, chat? I was cooking. I mean, I did talk about that during the stream. It was right. I think I saw someone did an Alchemy quest and there was some confrontation with some random NPC. I don't even know what to make of that. Magic's more broken than machines? Yeah, maybe not. We don't know the law of this world. You could call it magic, I guess. Law discussion. Wait a minute, is this actually the same? Wait a minute.
May not be the only moon goddess of nod-krai. The current Columbina appears so frail, not only because she consumed much power to help the Tsaritsa, but also because the divine power she inherited was never complete. Previously, each of the 6 Archons who wielded full authority bore a sigil of a single, pure color. Yet the lunar sigil of nod-krai shines with 2. The blue most likely represents Columbina as the second frost moon goddess, while the gold most likely signifies Nicole Rian, a member of the Hexen Circle. Both she and Columbina share wing-like motifs, and Nicole, once an angel, sacrificed half of her own power to escape the curse of becoming a Seelie. It may be this very fragment of Nicole's power, combined with the lingering will of the Frost Moon, that gave rise to Columbina's birth. In addition, it's highly likely that Diluc will reappear in the upcoming storyline. For a
He lost me, chat. He lost me. Chat. Huge secret, easy to miss in Genshin nod-krai Archon quest. Do you guys remember that one Luonotar greeted us when we first came to Hisi Island and then afterward led us to Columbina at the British at the time, which is assuming that is the remnant of the previous Frost Moon goddess. I talked about this on stream. Later on, there is a mysterious entity that helps Flames and Traveler in searching for the right information. Even later on, someone is shielding Hisi Island from the deflected blast of the cannon fire, and that's not Columbina. Now, if we're theorizing that Nicole is behind those 2 incidents due to the golden color of the magic matching Nicole's wings, can we also make the connection? Nicole is the one that influenced over the law. You remember this from a teaser? That's a Nicole's teacup right there with a... This is the Kuhenke. Because who else would be there? What other mysterious entity would also be helping Traveler if not Nicole? I'm cooking. Nicole, Celia, and Kuhenki are similar? Yeah, just connecting the dots here. What if the Frost Moon Goddess is... You remember this scene? This is when the Traveler is feeling... It's just done eating the moon marrow. The Frost... And feeling the power of the Frost Moon from afar. It is represented by the color yellow. Moon Goddess is That's true Frost Moon. Nicole herself. Hold on. Huge secret. Hold on. I think multiple people are coming to the same conclusion. It must be having ground, right, chat? It must be.
Do you know Columbina may not be the only moon goddess of nod-krai? The current Columbina appears so frail, not only because she consumed...
I mean, the evidence are stacking up! I don't know about this, though.
That Diluc will reappear in the upcoming storyline. For a more in-depth analysis, watch the full video. Do you know column?
Okay, sure. Welkin moon, new moon, frost moon, different moon goddesses. I think they are different. I think Columbina is the Welkin moon. And that the Welkin moon is the new moon. Frost moon is part of the three original moon. The iridescent moon, the frost moon, and the eternal moon. Welkin moon is the newly born moon, probably. And that's gonna be a title that Columbina is gonna claim. How else will he fight the Fatui if not in nod-krai? Could be. Could be. Yeah. Good cooking, good cooking. Oh wait, I have not seen that one video that you sent in Law channel sometime earlier. Yeah, this one, I believe it's fan made, but I think it's probably be cool.
In the vast expanse of the cosmos, where stars dance.
Oh, is this that one creator? Wait, no.
In eternal ballet, our tale begins. Two souls intertwined by fate.
This was a year ago. Okay.
Born as twins, ventured on a journey beyond the bounds of imagination. But their journey was interrupted by an unknown god.
Outlanders, your journey ends here.
What the hell is that?
Who proceeds to absolutely shit on the twins with the Abyss Twin condensed into a cube of energy, while the traveler is covered up and trapped in cubes. Which is a significant difference that the majority of us overlooked. But let's set that aside for now, because what's truly important is what she called us.
The arrogance of
mankind ends now.
To be more specific, she is referring to our Abyss Twin as the Arrogation. Because the story was not presented in chronological order, the opening cutscene does not depict the initial events. Rather, it skips through a significant portion of the narrative. According to our conversation with Dainsleif, the twins landed in Teyvat in the form of a meteorite and fell into a deep slumber due to the impact of their
meteorite.
Landing. Following this, our Abyss Twin awoke first and journeyed to the godless nation of Khanria, triggering a series of events that eventually led to the cataclysm.
Yet this motherfucker's first response is to run away from all responsibilities, just like your biological father who went to purchase milk.
In which she forcefully woke up Traveler and tried to flee Teyvat together, leading us to the opening cutscene. Therefore, the entire conversation is between our Abyss Twin and the unknown god, as the Traveler just woke up from slumber and is completely clueless about the situation. Which means arrogation of mankind specifically refers to our twin. This notion gains credence considering that the nation of Khanria relied solely on human powers and technology.
Khanria was a nation without a god. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans, an unprecedented flourishing and glorious civilization.
Their advancements have begun to challenge the boundaries that could conceivably pose a threat to divine entities, thus warranting the label of arrogation. However, the official Chinese term used here is, which translates to child of mankind. Yet a more accurate interpretation would be creation of mankind, which is significant because it suggests that the traveler descended to Teyvat independently, given their twins' status as an artificial creation of Khanria, a nation known as the pride of humankind. This is further supported with our conversation with Nahida at the end of the Sumeru Archon quest. She delved into Tevat's history stored within the Irminsul, uncovering a surprising revelation. Our Abyss twin was directly summoned to Khaenri'ah instead of descending to Tevat together with the Traveler, indicating that the notion of a twin may have been fabricated. This revelation even caused Traveler to question the authenticity of their memories, suggesting potential inconsistencies or manipulations, especially when we consider the lore found within the Perinheri series. In these books, we immerse ourselves in tales of a civilization where the crimson moon illuminates the sky.
Yeah.
A clear reference to the Crimson Moon dynasty of Khaenri'ah.
Yeah. Okay.
Situated in the depths underground, Khaenri'ah's unique position allows for phenomena from outside this world to seep in, including the expectation of individuals
closer to
from
the ground so it can allow things outside of Tevat to seep in?
Khaenri'ah's unique position.
Hold on.
Situated in the depths underground, Khaenri'ah's unique position allows for phenomena from outside this world to seep in, including the expectation of individuals from sinking ships, beings who could transcend the gods, otherwise known as Descenders. In response, they founded an organization, an orphanage, to take care of such beings, revealing Khaenri'ah's deep understanding and acceptance of the concept of Descenders, which makes the Fatui specifically not classifying Traveler's twin as a Descender oddly suspicious.
According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Khaenri'ah. Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
Wait, so hold on. So for the Fatui knows shit. Has anyone ever talked to Traveler about this? From the Fatui? Or we all met the clueless Fatuis?
Wasn't due to ignorance or oversight, but rather a deliberate understanding of the situation, especially the fact that Piero, the director of the Fatui Harbingers, was once a Khaenri'ah mage who even lived with the Abyss twin.
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Khaenri'ah.
Because so much when we were not in Natlan.
This further deepens the mystery surrounding the twins' origin, hinting at the
a royal mage in Khaenri'ah and lived with your. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Khaenri'ah and lived with your sister for a time.
Hold on.
The Jester told me this himself.
Okay.
And lived with your sister for a time.
This further deepens the mystery surrounding the twins' origin, hinting at the intriguing possibility of them being an artificial creation, but also raising a question. There is a question.
But how does the Traveler having knowledge of being with the twin?
From Enkanomiya, called the Phaethon's Certos, which sheds light on this question. In this quest, the Traveler assists an afterimage of a deceased soul named Clymene. She requests the Traveler to lay the souls of the Sun Children to rest, as their souls are incomplete. She believes she can use her memories along with the Divine Bridle, an object imbued with memories, to fill in the gaps and repair their souls.
It suggests that memory is not merely a mental construct, but a potent force capable of both healing and restoring damaged souls, as well as manifesting physically in the form of afterimages like Clymene. The concept of memories shaping reality finds further evidence in the Chasm World quest, where we met a miner called Chi Ding, who tasked us with finding a doll belonging to his daughter, which Chi Ding carries as a talisman. After descending into the mines in search of the doll, our journey takes a surreal turn as we encounter a little girl named Chi Nan, who claims to be Chi Ding's daughter. But then something strange happened. After finding the doll Chi Ding was looking for and returning to the surface, he does not remember asking us to look for a doll. He insists his daughter resides in Liyue as a full-grown adult, making it impossible for her to be in the chasm right now. Even Muning confirms that Chi Ding's daughter is a full-grown adult working at the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
I must have skipped all this graph chat. It's probably like a world quest. Spice, click, 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 click. Hold. So he asked us to look for a doll.
Where we met a miner called Chi Ding, who tasked us with finding a doll belonging to his daughter, which Chi Ding carries as a talisman. After descending into the mines in search of the doll, our journey takes a surreal turn as we encounter a little girl named Chi Nan, who claims to be Chi Ding's daughter. But then something strange happened. After finding the doll Chi Ding was looking for and returning to the surface, he does not remember asking us to look for a doll. He insists his daughter resides in Liyue as a full-grown adult, making it his daughter is a full-grown adult working at the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
If neither of them is lying, then who is this?
Chi Ding said the reason why his memory is fragmented is because he tried to blow up the wish granter deep within the mines, a giant floating rock that emits faint light.
You are my sunshine.
Which we know is the divine nail deployed by Celestia to mend any anomalies in the ley lines, meaning this location is surging with ley line energy.
Right.
A force that responds to people's desires and wishes, hence its wishing properties. Even the description of ley
to mend the ley lines.
To mend any
anomalies.
Even the description of ley line outcrop says a flower blossom known as revelation or wealth, which grows from the ley lines in response to someone's monetary or battle desires. Defeating these monsters manifested from ley lines grants their wish with either battle experience or more. And because Chi Ding's job as a miner rarely allows him to return home, he misses his daughter dearly. Hence the ley line energy in the chasm responded to Chi Ding's wish of seeing his daughter and created an entity using both the memories embedded within the doll and Chi Ding's memory. This is why he displayed symptoms of memory loss, a price he paid to have his wish granted. In simpler terms, the ley lines responded to his summoning, much like how the Abyss Twin was summoned.
Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
So something in the ley lines responding to some kind of memory from the traveler?
The heavens responded?
It wasn't actually Kanria that summoned the twin, but the traveler themselves.
Okay.
Several hints in the game suggest that the world of Teyvat is inverted. For instance, the deeper you descend in the spiral abyss, the closer you are to the cosmos.
The outside world.
That the heavens are actually the roots of the Irminsul. Because
Abyss, the outside world. Ley lines, heavens. Kanria, abyss, spiral. Oh, okay, that explains my confusion from before, I guess. Teyvat, constellations, fake sky. Right. Okay, that explains my confusion from before, why being close underground makes it can come into contact with things from outside of Teyvat. Okay.
According to Perinheri, Kanria was located in
it's the upside down theory.
A unique position where things from outside this world were always leaking into it. Perhaps the reason for the traveler to travel across various worlds in the first place is to find their twin, who was separated long before arriving in Teyvat.
Oh no, that's so sad! What? Oh, fuck.
So when the traveler descends into Teyvat, Kanria and the ley lines were their first points of contact.
That's so fucked up! That was so fucked up. You just want to find the train and then coming here. Yeah, here's your train. Now stay here forever.
Where the heavens responded to their wish of finding their long-lost sibling and created a manifestation of their twin at the cost of their memory and powers, explaining why the
read the comments after the video ends. Okay.
Traveler fell into a deep slumber to recover upon reaching the surface. Otherwise, who the f sleeps for 500 years?
This morning, I woke up today in this morning.
And this explains why the Irminsul has records of our twin, because they are literally created by it.
And as the viewer approaches the end of the video, suddenly a question appears on the screen.
Yeah.
Are you watching this video because it's entertaining?
Motherfucker.
Or are you entertained because you're watching this video? The viewer simply replied, if the theory weren't this convincing, I might have a little trouble focusing. But would you smash the like button? Nah.
Fine.
I'd subscribe.
Fine. They got me, chat. Genshin Impact building up to a big plot twist. Genshin Impact is building up to an unexpected plot twist. The Abyss Princess isn't even real. Imagine the end game is Traveler finding the sibling in Teyvat is fake. And they continue their travel to the next world, hence the end of Teyvat chapter, which is why he is alone at the end of the Travel trailer. Traveler is traveling across different worlds to find a new home. Yet, the Abyss Twin said home is wherever we are together. If they were truly together, there is no need to find a new home. Stand proud where you cook. Was expecting an April Fool's joke? Got a real nice fan lore theory instead. Great story. How you always connect these dots so well. Casually dropping a wish on the banner, they got just a copies of character. When players wish on the banner, they just copies of characters, so the Abyss Twin is just a copy because Traveler wished to find her so much. Okay, it's worth mentioning that the reason why Celestia summoned Paimon to control and guide Traveler is to make sure his desire for finding his sister won't create another fake sister that will do something crazy. Sure, the world needed him once he returned the way, the creator, right? Nicole told Traveler to trust his own memories despite whatever he comes across or experience in his journey. Really, I really want to be meeting Nicole. I hope that people, really hope people has answers rather than that just saying, hey, find the next person. Maybe they have a little bit more crumbs. Maybe they have a little bit, one line more of information before we can move on. Okay. This guy also made a theory where the stars are fruits of the Urban's soul, hence explaining them having information of vision bearers. Yeah, I think that yeah, I think that's probably true. I think the sky is the root of Urban's soul or something like that. Man, how does the person creating the story of this think of all of that? Think of everything, and how are they able to just release things gradually without them being spoiled along the way? The people behind the writing the story of Genshin must be locked up somewhere by Hoyoverse, so they cannot tell any soul. The story has been going on for so long, and I think there may be still things that they improvise along the way, but for the most part it's connected and it's been well thought through from the beginning. Every new star in the constellation gets added after one Samsara ends. What? What do you mean? As why would all characters have only 6 stars in constellation? Huh? What does that have to do with 6 constellation in Samsara? Yeah, the Genshin main story has been... The Genshin main story has just been mostly confusing stuff. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, so I was able to get it just by going to another player's world. Do I not even have to do the story for that? Damn. Okay, fair enough. That's one way to go around it. Shoemaker's children go barefoot. Sure. Quest yet to be discovered. Prereq. Visit quest? Okay. Do yours? What do you mean by do yours? So that I can get the thing? I cannot join your war though, I don't think so. I have not done the quest yet. I was purely just joining Dinef's war earlier and kill the local legend. You hate these boss? Build flames! Then you can kill those boss. Build Lauma too. Mona said that constellation are the whole story of a person. Yeah. That makes sense. Wow, okay. Is this the... yeah, this is the restaurant that's run by Kit, right? Yeah. What is this? Investigate? I've not been here before. Your skill issue is the problem. I think it's both your skill issue and your build issue. As you resolve the build issue, the skill issue will matter a little bit less. Because you certainly was able to just have fun killing the crabs. Oh no, have fun killing the cactus last time, the Mexican man. After you build your characters. Where is this chest? Where is the chest? Lucky spin? What is this? What's happening? We're just... oh wait, this is the wheel of drinks that we had in our conquest, right? We're just we're just going through a bunch of theory about the traveler and the abyssal. Is that some small animal I hear? Strange. I'm sure I just heard something. Guys, come, spin the wheel, stop the wheel, and then there'll be good food. While you're spinning the wheel, go and spin it. Good food awaits. That sounds like a little puppy. Spin the wheel for good food? What does that mean? Yo, they speak to me. Oh well, spin the wheel. And then, oh, I shan't have anything delicious to eat. Are you hungry then? I brought some biscuits. Here, I have one. No, you're not spinning the wheel, but you want to give me food? Sure, I'll grab some first. Why not? Thank you, guest. Pavlov's the name, and thanks for the biscuit. It was delicious. Still, you didn't spin the wheel. You're quite welcome, but if I might ask, what do you mean by spinning the wheel? If the wheel spun, then stop, good food will drop down. That's how it always is. When you spin the wheel, dear guest, everyone feels happy after spinning it. I suppose I shan't. It seems you're living well here. Of course, people play with me. The wheel plays with me, and that's good food. That's well. Say hello to your owner for me. I'll be off now. See you guys. Lucky spin. I shall spin. The rising sun shines brightly, dispelling the mist and fog. This means you shouldn't worry if you run into difficulties, because you're bound to receive help. I shall share this good luck with you, chat. Well, isn't that the kettle calling the pot black in chat? From one person that doesn't build a character to another person that doesn't build characters.
Take heart. You toil not in vain.
You wonder if this unlocks any anecdote? I mean, it's just cool things that we can interact in the open world. Having Lauma, we can interact with some Frost Moon Scion people and some animals. Having Flames, we can interact extra conversation with some lantern in the open world. I believe having Aino in Inafa, we can talk to some of the more stuff, like talking to Nako over here, and potentially interacting with more stuff in this area. I wonder if in the future they are going to release a 4-star Frost Moon Scion or a 4-star, what is it called? Lightkeeper, so that we can have characters to just randomly interact with stuff in the open world. I think this is interesting, and it's a cool little nod to having those characters. I don't view them as being gatekept behind characters, so they are, but it's very similar to having a character's voice line and a character's being in teapot not available when we don't have the character. I think those are cool details and non-inconsequential. Just cool to find out. Doing anecdotes? Not exactly anecdotes. I was doing stuff that are so similar to this. I know can talk to this girl and have an extra option to talk about. Not this one is specific, but I believe the first time I interacted with her, I know can talk some extra stuff with her. Lauma can talk extra stuff with Frost Moon Scion people, and Flames can have extra interaction with the lanterns around the area, the map. I just talking about those, and I think those are cool. Zero energy type for that gacha weapon, now used on Skirk. This weapon, that weapon is an interesting weapon. It has one copy being available in a world quest, and then it's a gacha weapon that is available from next banner. Nefer would bring more interaction with Nasha Town. Yeah, I've seen that from the live stream as well. I think Nefer can talk to Catherine and unlock some more options regarding either finding information or something similar to that. Probably she can also talk to... Yeah, I think Jehoda can also do some extra commission or something. Give us extra commission. Those are cool little nods and make these characters seems more alive. Will I be pulling any character in Luna 2? Yes, I will be pulling Nefer. I will definitely pull her C0. I am contemplating pulling either her C1 or her weapon. As of right now, I don't think the weapon banner is really attractive to me, because Furina's weapon, which is on the same phase as Nefer, is not having a lot of uses, even on Furina herself. And the gacha weapons are not very appealing to me either. You have C1 Furina considering going over C2, and the idea was the difference between C1 and C2 Furina is like, it's about 8 to 10% difference in all of the teams that you're playing Furina in that can make use of her burst. It's about 8 to 10% difference, which is a little bit more than the difference between C0 and C1. C0 and C1 is around 7 to 8% difference. That is telling both of the teams that make use of the faster fanfare stack and the teams that already stack her fanfare very fast and give her extra HP. That's averaging all of them. It's about 8 to 10% improvement to team overall damage. Refinement to Arena, Furina. Yeah, that's funny. So I can say, if you use Furina with Novelet, she could use her signature weapon. But if you use Furina in many other teams, sometimes using Fab is just better. No, Ari's Furina is C0. I think you were pulling for Baiju's weapon, right? How do you have C2? Wait, no, how did you have R2 Furina then? Were you pulling for 2 Baiju's weapon? Love Mao. Yeah, I'm listening. Regarding the banners, I believe it's Nefer Furina and Alekino Zhongli. Alekino Zhongli weapon banner is a little bit coping, but Zhongli's weapon can be used on Alekino if you don't have a better weapon, and it's okay-ish if your Alekino has a shield. It's not the end of the world. It's still a poor. Oh, hello there. Resinless behavior is paying off, chat. I am going to wait to see the 4-star characters on Nefer's banner and the full 4-star weapon cast, because we are still missing 2 more weapons. The bow and the claymore. If it's good or if it's bad, I'm gonna decide later whether I'm gonna get to C1 or R1 or Nefer. Zhongli weapon on Nefer? Yeah, that works. That works. Currently using C1 Furina in Skirk team, replacing her Xingqiu as Furina is needed more in another team. Yeah, Furina is kind of in high demand. Hydro application characters are in high demands nowadays. Why? Because Skirk is a character that wants hydro application in the team. Flames is a character that wants hydro application in the team. Nefer is a character that wants hydro application in the team. It seems that nod-krai meta is also revolving around hydro application. It's expected that Colomina is a character that also applies hydro, but that we have to wait. For now, I know is surprisingly a decently useful character, just because she applies hydro without any condition. So for characters that do not even do normal attack, they cannot use Xingqiu or Yelan. So their options are either Furina or Aino. If Furina is used somewhere, Aino is your next best option to apply hydro. Let me give you a quick calculation on Zhongli's weapon on Innifer. Should be pretty fine, I think. Though I don't think that the passive is usable when you're off field. Let me check. 640. What if I swap this to the Zhongli weapon? What is it called again? Allow me to know. What is the Zhongli weapon called? Oh, Vortex Vanquisher. Protected by a shield. After hitting opponent, 1 stack. Sure. Yeah, let's not even give it any stack at all. It's a bit worse than... Hold on. I have to adjust my substats. Let me do that. 629. $582. What if I use grid rate? Yeah, no, it's worse. It's worse than Primordial Jetwing Spear, but is it worse than, say, a Battle Pass weapon? Let's see. Is it worse than a Battle Pass weapon? Ballad of the Fear, whatever you call. Yeah, it worse than the Battle Pass weapon. Ignore me. It's worse. Get that trash out of my back. Get that trash out of my back. You like to see the HP go down first, so don't use Escovia Burst right after Farina. Use the member and then Escovia before Skirk comes in. Yeah. Did we try the cope? Vortex Vanquisher. Yeah, no, avoid... You know, sure. Yeah. This is a cope option for Alikino. Let's see if Alikino can use Vortex Vanquisher. And how much damage she's losing. Alikino. Let's put her in the team that she has a shield. Okay. Sidlali team has a shield. Compared to Primordial Jetwing Spear. Alikino C0 melt. 1,384,000. Alikino in the same team with Vortex Vanquisher, hitting opponent 5 stacks. Oh, it's not too bad. 1280 compared to it's kind of bad. Deathmatch? Maybe deathmatch? Okay, it's better than Battle Pass at R1. How about R5? It's better than Battle Pass at R5, actually. 1176. How about this weapon then? 1173. It's better than Battle Pass at R5, so it's something. Yeah, it's about 90% better than Battle Pass weapon. It's not terrible. Is your flames attack good? That is not usually the question I would answer. I would look at all the substats and I would not look at just attack stats. Because you can put 3 attack percent main stat on flames and you can call your attack stat good, I guess. I guess your attack stat is good. Your great start is not good. Would you like to know anything else? Read your question. Okay. In a Skirk rotation, you always see streamers just spamming Furina EQ and then Escovia EQ. Isn't that like the least efficient way to max her fanfare? That's correct. For the first rotation. But for second rotation, because everyone's HP is already reduced, it doesn't matter. So, here. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna use a random healer here.
My lance and crossbow are prepped and ready.
I have high hopes for this journey.
So when everyone is at full HP, we kinda have to wait around a little for Furinas to drain everyone's HP. But as we have been fighting for one rotation, now everyone is at half HP and healing at any point doesn't matter anymore. It's still healing from around 60% HP to around full HP and stacking fanfare from second rotation. Second rotation, everyone's looking like this, that. Now we heal up, and it's fine. Make sense? I can just kill these guys too. Messing up the rotation because my burst is on cooldown, that's fine. Is that the big boy coming? Alright, no. Flames would be able to interact with these things, I think. I don't have flames here. Hopefully that answers the question. Yeah, got it. Okay. Does this flames need more crit damage? You mean that flames? No. It needs, this flames needs more crit rate. Always just take the crit rate after all buff and crit damage after all buff. If crit rate is around half of crit damage, that means it is the most optimal ratio. If crit rate is below half of crit damage, that means you need more crit rate. If crit damage is below 2 times crit rate, that means you need more crit damage. It's that simple. Think of it as the more crit damage you have, the more you are missing out from not critting. So it has to be always at a certain ratio. Is that C0 Furina? I feel like your C1 Furina drains HP faster. That is a C1 Furina. C1 Furina does not drain HP faster. C1 Furina only gives more fanfare at the beginning. It's not doing anything for draining. You need 1 star, help you tomorrow? Yeah, sure. Sign up for the Abyss Help tomorrow. We're doing an Abyss Help tomorrow, Jet, if you're not aware. Since Abyss is about to reset, we're gonna help the people that has not completed their current Abyss yet before the reset. That's 55 plus 30 crit rate for Flintstone. That's 85. times 2. That is less than crit damage. Ideally, you want more crit rate. Okay, we can do one more thing. It's a simple math. You want 100 crit rate. That means 70 crit rate before buff. You could say, hey, that's too much crit substat. I cannot get that much crit substat. Okay. And do something like not that. How do I get the average number of this?
Tea parties
I think
are
that's
a
it.
must for the well-mannered.
Yeah.
If you'd like to learn the
Okay.
proper etiquette,
Then get
teach you.
36 crit rate and 186 crit damage. That is using the same number of crit substats but more optimal ratio, which leads to better damage. Let's try to calculate that. So 85.4 times 202.7. That's this number. And 3.43. Be conservative.
Boring.
Times.
Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
183.6. 187.2. It's better. As long as you grasp how the math works, obviously it still depends on luck. But the closer you can get to the mathematical advantage, the better. Your friend's doing 250k in Abyss, I mean, yeah, nice. Triple Magu can kill is easy for your Versal Overload team. I would imagine so. Versal Overload actually has a little bit of problem with sustain. But if you time the iframe for Versal right, then Triple Magu Kenkui would melt quite fast. Close to stream ending time, so cannot let the person join. Will the upcoming Abyss nicer to you? We can take a look. This is the upcoming Abyss. Say hello to Sigurd. Left side is incentivizing blooms, right side is incentivizing electro charge, or let's be honest, flames. Sigurd requires 2 nod-krai characters, so we can fill his HP with the gray bar faster. White hand enemies requires 2 nod-krai characters to fill the gray bar in its HP faster. And this guy. And this crap. The shielding is extremely strong with the next Abyss. This screams bloom or burst. This screams nod-krai or burst. Also electro. Wow, nod-krai and Electro. I guess. I wonder who could that be? Wowie, isn't that the few latest characters on banner? Damn. You don't have nod-krai characters other than I know. Couldn't get Lauma, gonna shock the next Abyss and Stygian. Yeah, I think they are ramping up the shielding for nod-krai a little bit too fast with this one. A little bit too fast with this one. I would probably be fine if they are releasing this maybe in 6.1. This is already next week, 6.0. Honestly, I may be also be struggling with this. My account is also struggling with this. I'm gonna have to brute force these guys with just Varesa no nod-krai stuff. Yeah, I have to brute force Varesa, Furina, Shanyun stuff. Because I have to prepare for this electro charge enemy. Dude. And this side I have to use Lauma. In an ideal scenario, I would like to use Lauma and Aino to deal with these two enemies better. But then, do I really have a Bloom team for the first side to deal with the grab? That's a little bit tough. I imagine some other accounts that has not been pulling for nod-krai's character, nod-krai characters gonna have a pretty tough time as well. You regret not pulling Inefa? She turned out a lot better than you thought. Inefa is a flexible character. In pure calculating in spreadsheet, she is not making any existing team significantly better. She's a side grade, sometimes a very slight upgrade. But her advantage is that she's a nod-krai character. And it turns out, when we have enemies that are just weak to nod-krai mechanics, Inefa is just good. That's what we're dealing with these days. Definitely pulling Inefa in her rerun. If Inefa is rerunning when we are still in nod-krai and soon, then I can see her value. But if Inefa is rerunning somewhere, maybe the last patch of nod-krai, we might need to re-evaluate a few things. Reminder. Wish simulator and reminder. Emily is a character that appears in the similar spot as Inefa. So the last version of a patch. And Emily rerun was one entire version later, which is not that promising. I'm not saying that Emily is as strong as Inefa. Inefa, I think, is stronger. But rerun schedule just seems a little bit cooked. It is what it is. I would say get one to deal with the nod-krai stuff. I would say just get one or two nod-krai characters and get the Archon, quote unquote, so Colombina. That is probably enough for most people to deal with nod-krai mechanics. And then I imagine that in the future there will be some Varka shield, some Nicole and Alice shield alongside with nod-krai stuff. I don't think Valka, Nico, Alice, Durin will have nod-krai mechanics, so they're gonna have to think of something slightly different. And we can get probably 1 or 2 characters from that cast, from the Hexen Circle kind of characters. That would be, from the meta standpoint, seems to be ideal to deal with endgames. But of course, that's only purely speaking about combat stuff. There is of course the matter of whether we like a character or not too, whether we enjoy playing a character. You need Nefer. Good luck, Dab, because I know you did gamble quite a bit on Flints. Your brother got Innefer in his current Abyss clear with Innefer and Kaching. Kaching was as fast as most Flints you've seen without Innefer. Yeah, that. Yes. Yes. Hack Ares Flints? Yeah, nah. You gotta step through Ares' dead body first. Luna 8 character will be yours? Ari! Take depths, Flints. That's 2 more constellation for your Flints. That's how it works. Rob Deb blind. Deb doesn't want Flints anyway. Okay, chat. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Let's end the stream at this beautiful location. I'm sure Sandrone is going, come in! Somewhere in that building. So that's been fun. It's fun theorizing about RERIR's whereabouts in the Luna 1 Archon quest. I am looking forward to more story stuff in the next Archon quest. And tomorrow, as a reminder, we are doing Abyss help for the people that still not able to clear their current Abyss yet. And potentially give people a few pointers on how to build their characters. So, looking forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow's stream at a similar hour. With that, appreciate everyone for hanging out. I appreciate every one of you, whether you're just hanging around in the background or actively participating in chat. If you've been enjoying the stream, go ahead, like, subscribe, check out my other content on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and if you want to further support me, YouTube membership or super chat. Until next time, chat. Here's music. I'll see you, chat. Thank you for the hug, chat. So wholesome.